remember is the art is concentric. And throughout the centuries, a good way of understanding that is the so above, so below, so within, so without. Okay? So if I have non-contestation internally, you're not supposed to have contestation externally. No matter how much so for example, I might use a cultivation drill where he's pressing and he's pushing, okay, with spinal displacement, and then I internalize that, and that is a way of developing that internally I'm not contesting, but externally this is a contestation, you see. So hence the art will move things. So same thing internally, I'm doing the same yield, so or the same internal non-contestation. So for example, if he comes out and he now pushes on that angle, it's not going anywhere, do you see? I think people make a mistake is that they take an internal cultivation field and then violate it at the external level. This is not concentric thought, okay? So just because I move into an external yield, it doesn't mean that I'm not doing the same exact thing, okay? I am doing the same exact thing internally. I'm just now concentrically consistent throughout my movement, okay? Right. So you have a internalization. So internally, I'm not contesting, and you can do all of this, you see, on an external contestation. Okay, so all I'm doing here is you're pushing at me, and then I remain internal, and I can just go through you. You see, but that's not the art, okay? Because I'm just pushing externally on this line, okay? So I have to go around this point, you see? And any point in the turn, so let's say we're here, and he comes out, it's the same, okay? There you go. Comes out, it's the same. In any angle. So for example, here's this part, come out, sit up. You see? So as you guys are getting able to internalize their energy, all you're doing with it now though is trying to be more powerful. You see? So you're like, I'm going to put the qua into that, and you're very powerful now, but it's not the art, okay? So I still use the qua, but I'm going around it, you see? And it's extremely soft, right? Okay, and so same thing here. You can go here and drop the chi, do you see? But as I am not contesting, so same thing. Feel that contesting angle? So I go this way. You see? Okay. Well, and then same thing here. You're like there. Oh, I got you because I can claw the hell out of you. Do you see? But look. You see? So if I could sum up this point, historically, it's a concentric epistemology. What you're doing on the inside, you have to do on the outside. Yes, we do train for the inside isolated from the outside, but that's a cultivation field. Hence why when we go more live, you have to do both or you're fucked. You get that? You can't do those straight angles and shit like that, okay? So if you're trying to get the spiritual aspect, okay, you could be fine here on the inside, But when you come back and you go, I'm going to claw the fuck out of you,
Okay.
you lost the spiritual aspect, and the mind does not drop. Okay, which is somewhat different from I was internalizing your yang aspect. It's not quite the same. Okay, remember, it's a kind of inverse cultivation model. I cannot have the mind drop when I am not internalizing your yang aspect. However, internalizing the yang aspect does not automatically guarantee that my mind drops. Okay? And when you're using the internal for just power over the guy, your mind won't drop. Okay? So I use both internal, external. To do the whole thing, okay? So let's go back to the zazen. You start your zazen with the tissue dropping, okay? So the same thing as I do this, my skeletal system is giving me the feedback that I can feel my tissue dropping. Okay, you're giving me the feedback by allowing me to follow that yin space. Okay, so meaning the way your grip is telling me, don't go here. Okay, my skeletal system is telling me, let the rest fall in contrast to that. So you are my contrast that's giving me my model to work. So if you come over, Virginia, and you could be at this angle, and you can do whatever, okay? I know I won't. You can push at whatever angle, okay? And it won't change what I'm doing. It doesn't matter. Okay? So at where you guys are at, you're gonna feel that because they're per prescription spinally displacing. You have to get off of that line. Okay? You have to get off that line. No, not here. And then you can get off of it any number of ways. If you watch that video, I got off it any number of ways because he comes in a little different every time. Okay? Reconcile, yes, internally. You're going to feel the yang aspect that you're internally reconciling, but you go around that energy. Okay? You're going to feel it, you go around the energy. Okay? And why I had you pushing is to show that even though it's very soft and doesn't have the contention model that makes me feel powerful, you can't do anything to me. Just like if I stopped at any point, you can't push that arm in. Do you see that? So yes, it is soft, but what it really is non-contesting. Do you see? It's if you push past that, you would feel, right, everything that you're trying to do. which is integrity of your organization. I have integrity of my organization, but it never enters into contest with you. Okay? Okay.
はい